In this video, we'll be talking about the credit score and we'll be going over 5 misconceptions that people have about credit. And this way you guys can avoid losing some money and you guys can also benefit without putting your credit at risk. So the 5 main misconceptions about credit will be covered in this video. So be sure to stick around till the very end and we'll be kicking this video off with a $100 giveaway for 4 lucky winners of $25, one winner each week. And all you have to do is to comment below, as I will be choosing a random comment from one of the weekly videos, and then hop on over to my website and subscribe with your email address, as that's how we will be announcing the winners every single week. Also, with that said, special shout out to all my returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel once again. I really appreciate all the support. And if you're new here, my name is Eann, and on this channel, I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts, I talk about credit cards, I talk about everything that has to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos and you like these types of topics, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. And also subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on, and that way you'll never miss the updates of when I post new videos, which is every single day. So let's hop right into the 5 most popular misconceptions that people have about credit. And the first one that I've heard a lot of people say is that they really believe that you need to make some large purchases and then slowly pay over time to build your credit. So this could be purchasing a new car and then paying the monthly payments for 6 or 7 years to build your credit, or making a really large purchase on your credit card and then only paying the minimum payments over a year or two to build your credit. Now, this is partially true, and this is partially true because yes, you would need to have payments on your credit card every single month for activity to be reported to the credit bureaus. So when you pay every single month, then that will help to build your credit score. However, you don't necessarily have to make a large purchase or to make any purchase and pay interest over the years to build your credit. In fact, paying interest on your credit card or on any loans has nothing to do with building your credit, and all you really need to build your credit is to have some payment history or payments being reported to the credit bureau. So for example, instead of purchasing a brand new car and then paying for the car over 7 years to build your credit and paying a lot of interest and also losing on that car because it depreciates every single year by a lot, you can simply take your phone bill, your electricity bill, any other bills you have, and any other subscription services that you have. You can put those on a credit card. You then pay them off in full every single month, and that way you get the best of both worlds. You'll get a charge on your credit card every month, and you'll get to pay on that credit card every month, which means that every single month the activity will be reported to the credit bureaus, and because you pay in full every single month, you'll never get charged any interest on your credit card. Now, this is exactly what I did to build my credit, as I never paid any interest. I never made any large purchases, and I paid everything every single month in full, and I was still able to build my credit in just a few months. Also, if you really need to make some larger purchases, you can apply for a credit card that comes with an introductory 0% APR offer. For example, let's say 18 months. And so you could purchase anything you want, and then you'd have 18 months to make the minimum payments and pay off the entire balance without ever getting charged any interest. So if you need to make a large purchase, that is what I would do. And this way you can avoid the interest payments and you can still build on your credit. So that is the first major misconception that a lot of people have about building your credit. Now, the second misconception that a lot of people have is that closing a credit card account will help to boost your credit score. Now, this is definitely not true because your credit is made up of a couple of factors, and a few of these factors include your credit utilization and also the length of your credit history and also the amount of credit or revolving credit that you have available to you. So if you have a credit card, or let's say you have 3 credit cards, right? The age of your credit history would not be the date when you first applied for any of those credit cards. Instead, it's going to be calculated by you dividing the age of your oldest and your newest credit accounts, and then dividing that by the total amount of accounts that you have. So if you close a credit card, especially an older credit card, that is going to definitely bring down your credit age and make it shorter, which negatively impacts your credit. This is why it's very important that you really think about the credit cards that you plan on applying for, and you only apply for credit cards that you are quite certain that you will find to be very useful even in a few years from now. Secondly, when you close a credit card, it will reduce the amount of credit that you have available to you, which also negatively impacts your credit. So definitely you don't want to open credit cards and then close them frequently. Instead, you want to carefully think about the credit cards that you apply for and only apply for credit cards that you think or that you actually know will be useful for you. Now, the next misconception that a lot of people have about credit is that every time you check your credit score, this will lower your credit. Now, this is also partially true, but this is only if you're doing a hard pull on your credit, and you only do a hard pull on your credit when you're applying for some new credit or you're applying for a loan. So if you just want to see what your credit score is and you want to consistently or constantly be updated on how your credit is performing, you can do that for free, and you can do it multiple times per day and it will never ding your credit. And I personally use banking apps that I have. So I use the Discover app, which has a free credit score tool in there. I also use the SoFi app, which also has a free credit score tool. And also I use Chase, which has a free credit score. And the good thing is that all these different apps give you a different FICO score. So you can see multiple scores from multiple scoring models. And this will give you a better idea of what your actually credit score would be if you were to do a hard pull and apply for any loans. So if you were thinking that you'd have to sign up for some service and pay them a monthly fee to check your credit score, no, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is to use one of the free apps or one of the banks that you already have. I know that Chase has it, I know that Discover has it, I know that SoFi has it. And if you're using a different bank or financial app, they probably have a free credit score monitoring tool that you can use and it won't cost you anything. So be sure to take advantage of these free tools. Now, the next misconception that a lot of people have about credit is that if you freeze your credit, it will negatively impact your credit score. And this is also not true. Now, when you freeze your credit, the only thing that happens is that your credit score is on hold. And that way you or anyone else won't be able to use your credit to apply for any loans or credit cards or any other financial products. So this is really useful if you have identity theft or some other fraud going on. You can freeze your credit, and this way it will prevent people from opening your accounts or opening new accounts on your credit. And this has absolutely no impact on your credit score. Now, finally, the next misconception that I want to talk about are the professionals that offer credit repair. And yes, these professionals can, and they most likely will help you to fix your credit score. But the misconception here is that you must pay a professional to fix and to repair your credit. And this is absolutely incorrect. In fact, all these professionals are doing are things that you can also do yourself. And I'll give you guys the secret. Most of these professionals that offer credit repair, all they're really doing is they're putting your accounts in default and then they're negotiating the debt with the creditors. And this way they can get your debt down or they can get it removed completely. And then they'll put you on a plan of using some credit builder account or some other tool to help you build back your credit. So yes, the professional services are great, but you don't have to use them and you can do it yourself. So these are 5 really popular misconceptions that I know a lot of people have about credit, and hopefully this video will save you some money and also save you some headaches when it comes down to dealing with your credit. Now, if you want a step-by-step guide on how to build your credit really quickly, I'll leave a link to a video I did on how I was able to build my credit really quickly and get to a 750 score from nothing in less than a year without paying for any professional services. So I didn't have to pay the pros and I didn't pay any interest, and I didn't have to go into any debt. And if you're the average working person, this method will work 100% for you. So with all that said, I want you guys to comment below and let me know what you think about these misconceptions as it relates to credit and building credit. And be sure to share this video with anyone you think it may be able to help. And as always, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the content, and subscribe to the channel with all notifications on. And that way you'll never miss the updates of when I post new videos, which is every single day. Once again, thanks for watching. All the best with your credit, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one.